Hello and welcome to my Borderlands 2 Vita review. Now, if you've come to my channel recently from Borderlands 2, you will know you'll notice that I've been kind of up and down for this game. I first off started saying that it was iffy, then I put a video out saying you need it, and I've just been up and down. I just think I just didn't have enough experience in the game to finally make a decision, but now I have enough experience. I have 20 hours on the game now, and my highest level character is 24, almost 25. So with 20 hours in of Borderlands 2 Vita experience, it's time to make a review. Now, the patch actually just hit. I don't know exactly when. All I know is that after I was done recording, I pressed the home button and I saw there was an update. So now it's the patch. So now, and I played it for a good 20 minutes. And I'm gonna base my review off the patch actually. Alright, so let's get started. So first off, Borderlands 2 Vita is a subpar game. We're gonna start off with that. The game is subpar. Nothing amazing, but it's also not bad. The game runs at a constant 30 frames per second, dropping to 28 whenever you're in a really intense battle. Like when there's a lot of people on the map, it drops to 30 or 28 frames per second, and it's quite laggy, but somehow it's still very playable. Now, in the footage you're seeing right now, you see that whenever there's like 2 or 3 characters on the screen, you're seeing that it's lagging. But no need to worry, the patch fixes that. And the only time that I started lagging, dropping to 28 frames, was when there was a lot of characters. But with my 20 hours, I have gone past the part where there's only sometimes a lot of characters, but most of the time it's little. At the point I'm at, there's always a lot of characters whenever I'm doing hard missions. And it's so basically what I'm saying is every time you start doing a mission, it's gonna drop down to 28 frames per second, and it's gonna be a little lag. But like I said, whenever you get higher level in the 20s, high 20s, and I'm basically at like level 19 is when you do this mission. I'm not doing the actual mission, but I'm in the area of that mission. This is where like the first encounterment of a bunch of enemies at once, and that's whenever it's gonna start lagging. But with the patch, like I was saying, whenever you're not in a big mess or anything, it's very smooth, 30 frames per second. They really did, because if you look right now, it's not very smooth, a little twitchy at times, and it just doesn't look too good. It looks a little bit ugly. But with the patch, when you're just running around, there's only 1 or 2 enemies on the screen, it's actually not laggy at all. So bravo to whoever the heck made it. I'm not even sure who made it, to whatever that put out the patch, because it actually does help quite a bit. Now, another problem that started to arise once when I was lower level and started to happen fairly often when I got higher level is crashing. Game crashing. Now, the first time that it happened, this was at the point where I was in love with the game. I didn't really care about all the little bugs that it had, and the one crash honestly didn't mean a thing to me. Then what happened was, at the same exact spot, I came back to it and it crashed again. But like I said, after I got through this part, it didn't crash for a while. Then I started getting into the upper 20ish, or no, it was probably 15, level 15 and above a little bit. I crashed a total of 3 times from then until where I am right now. And the problem was that I'm doing missions that, even though they autosave, I'm in like a whole area, so I have to restart the whole area, and it was extremely annoying. I was not the only person getting these crashes. I've gotten a lot of comments on my Borderlands 2 videos saying that, oh, crashing is really annoying, and it really starts happening a lot more often when you get higher level. So from the first few levels, like from 1 to, I don't know, I want to say like 14, 13, it's fine. It might crash maybe once, but other than that, it's fine. Then you start getting higher up, and the enemies start coming more, and it just starts getting more hectic, and everything just starts crashing a lot more. But like I said, that patch is out, and I am not sure how the patch is going to handle it. Like I said, I don't play for 20 minutes, and it would be really smooth when I'm not around anyone, and it would get back to how it was before whenever there was a lot of enemies. So I don't know if the patch is gonna help crashing or anything like that, so I'll get back to you guys on that. Those two facts with the crashing and the frame drops, those are the two biggest downfalls of Borderlands 2 Vita, but it still lives up to its name. I believe it still lives up to the Borderlands 2 name, especially with the patch that just came out. After playing it for a little bit, I was impressed with what they fixed and what they could do, and I think they might have some more patches down the road. So honestly, if you ask me, Borderlands 2 gets a 7.5 from me. I believe that Borderlands 2 is a must-buy for casual Vita gamer. I've said this statement once, and I'm going to say it again because I truly believe this. I think Borderlands 2 Vita is a great game if you're a casual player, you know, you're a casual Vita player, gamer, just overall casual gamer. You're not looking for anything amazing. You just want to play Borderlands 2 to the best of its ability on the go, and you're not trying to look for a perfect game. That's the kind of game, that's the kind of gamer that should get Borderlands 2. If you're a hardcore gamer, you want the exact replica, you know, you don't want no drop in frames, you don't want that crap, and then this game is not for you. It's all about how much you're expecting from it. The game is decent with a few flaws that affect the gameplay a little bit, but it's really nothing devastating. Just a few frame drops, a few frame skips, but other than that, the game is still well made, and like I said, deserves a buy from you.